Hey everyone, so for today's Innovator's Toolbox episode, I have a hack for you for surviving workplace conference calls. And if you're like me, you may work from home with some regularity, and that can be both good and bad. It means that you can just roll out of bed if you don't have to be on video, you don't have to commute, you can grab some food out of your refrigerator or throw in a load of laundry in between conference calls. But it also means that you might be stuck on the phone back to back to back all day without any real world interaction, having to listen to other people on a phone, and you might get distracted from time to time. Trying to listen to other people speak about a subject, and you might be called on for a question or for your input, and if you're not paying attention, you'll have to ask people to repeat themselves. So the hack that I discovered a few months ago is this device, which is the Bose Soundwear headphones that it's actually neck phones, if you want to call it that. They sit around your neck, and they have speakers that project straight up into your ears, and like all things Bose related, it's pretty good sound that creates a nice surround sound environment. And when I originally purchased these, I was enamored with the idea of having these on while watching a movie on my tablet or even the TV or phone, and being able to crank this up without actually disturbing too many people around me. And it actually works exceptionally well for that scenario. I use these with my home gym, and when I'm lifting weights on the cable machine, it actually projects over the sound of the fitness machine behind me, so I can still hear the audio or the music that's playing with great clarity. So thumbs up certainly for those types of activities. But the secret hack that I discovered was these work quite well for conference calls at the same time, which might sound a little bit weird. Conference calls is just someone's voice transmitting. It's not music or explosions or an action movie or anything like that. So you don't necessarily need the highest amount of sound quality. But what I found is because the sound is enveloping you, it almost sounds like the person who's talking to you is coming from within. And it's almost impossible not to focus on what they're saying, and impossible to not be engaged in the conversation. So this might just be a simple, quick hack for you from a productivity perspective to stay engaged and alert and creative and thoughtful for workplace conversations that you're having via conference call or video call. So that's my hack for you today. Unfortunately, these aren't necessarily cheap. They're $300 retail, but I have found them refurbished on the Bose website or in their outlet stores for $200 or $220, which does help knock down the price. There are other alternatives out there as well from other manufacturers. I've heard they aren't necessarily as comfortable, or the sound quality isn't as good, but you may consider exploring those as well. And I do prefer these to headphones because you actually feel much freer. You can walk around with these. You don't feel like you have something over your ears or in your ears. And so it is a pretty unique experience to have these on. And hey, if you live in a small apartment and you've always dreamed about that massive home theater system and cranking up the noise for music or movies, this might be your option without disturbing the neighbors around you or above you. So check out the Bose Soundwear. Obviously not a sponsored video or anything like that. I'm just a huge fan and thought I'd share this workplace hack to everyone. Thanks.